No, I only ever get the impending feeling of doom if I get way too high, which is why I don't smoke weed. Because that's a surefire way for me to get my anxiety disorder up and running again, is to smoke the devil's lettuce. And that took me a long time to figure out too. I used to think that it was normal to feel like you're dying every single time you get high. I'm like, wait, y'all ain't like in the perpetual state of feeling like you're dead and having a heart attack at the same time for 6 hours? Am I smoking it wrong? Like, what am I doing? Are we smoking the same shit? Because that's what it's doing to me. No, it's some people with anxiety disorders just cannot smoke marijuana without getting anxiety attacks or panic attacks. And I just happen to be one of those people. It's a pretty normal phenomenon, especially if you have like an anxiety disorder. Some people, you just smoke the weed and it makes you sleepy and happy or whatever. But for other people, it's like a never-ending roller coaster of anxiety. The only way it's not is if I just literally microdose on THC, which is ridiculous to say out loud, but I'm just not a weed guy. That's okay. One of the main catalysts. Yeah, it could really like initiate panic attacks and stuff for people with disorders. That's why it's a very common story to hear about, like, yeah, my friend got high and then he called the cops on himself because he thought he was dying. Like, that is something that happens, because that's people getting high and then realizing, like, oh, wow, I have an anxiety disorder, and this isn't helping. I could hit a micro blunt with the micro homies and the micro hood. I mean, that's literally... Last time I enjoyed getting high is, I think I took like a 5 milligram edible. And that was chill, and I was like riding that high for like 3 hours. Like 3 or 4 hours. We were also hiking while we did it. Like, we were hiking through this trail in Georgia that was really, really beautiful. But the trail was like a 3-hour walk to a waterfall. So the entire time we were walking, it was like, they made it a lot better. I still had some anxiety then too, but... Nah, but for you, Deo, I'd micro hit that micro blunt. Yo, I'd micro clear a whole micro bong with my micro penis. Funny story about clearing a bong, by the way. This was one of the first times I learned that I'm not allowed to smoke weed. Is I go to my friend, I had a friend in high school who moved out to Georgia. Hadn't seen her in like 3 years. And she's like smoking the ganj with her roommate. Me and my buddy come over. We drive all the way from Florida up to Georgia. We just finished driving. We get there. She's lighting up. And we're like, all right, sure, let's have a... I shall partake in a little bit of marijuana. And my friend's roommate, she brings out, must have been a 3-foot bong. 3-foot glass bong. And I'm like, alrighty, everybody step aside. I used to smoke weed in high school. I got this. Clear the whole fucking thing. Milk it for all she's worth. Fucking just absorb all of that shit directly into my lungs. Ghost that shit. Ghost hit that shit. Nothing comes out. I turn pale white instantaneously. Instantaneously, the color from my skin disappears. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna simulate that. So it's like, all right, guys, I'm oh boy, I'm smoking the weed. I'm gonna hold that shit. instantly as soon as I blow it out. Well, I go Super Saiyan, apparently. That's not the joke I wanted. I wanted to... This is me. Not even 2 seconds later. I'm pale white. I look up. I don't say a word for like 3 or 4 seconds, and then I realize I'm not talking, and I just look at them and I say, I'm going to bed now. And I went straight to bed. And had like nightmares for like hours. And I was like, meanwhile, my friends were all staying up, getting high and having fun together. I'm like fighting for my life after smoking way too much weed, way too fast. No, I never got better. I'm still... Some say he's still high to this very day. It's nice here. I'm actually you're not licensed and bonded to sell THC and THC accessories. Why are you saying it like you're goddamn Hank Hill? That is very funny. I do want to meet Hank Hill at a dispensary who's just as passionate about propane, but instead of propane, it's THC. No, I didn't throw up. I will say the only time I ever threw up was because of edibles. I took like a 25 milligram fucking brownie to the head. We found out later that it was 25 milligrams. It was half of a brownie, by the way. Half of the brownie was 25 milligrams. It was fucked up. They just didn't measure their shit until the next day. And we did the math. Yeah, fucked up. Fucked up shit. Probably illegal. Not illegal because it's weed, but like illegal because it would like tranquilize an elephant. So I'm like having a great night. It's the end of the night. I haven't had anything except for like maybe like 4 or 5 beers over the course of like 8 hours. So super duper chill. Hank Trill. Nice. So I'm having a super chill night and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go to bed. People walking around. There's literally just an entire tray of brownies has been eaten by this group of like 30 people at this party. And I'm like, I'm about to pass the fuck out. I'll take a half a brownie. Sure, why not? That'll help me go to sleep. Biggest mistake of my fucking life. I don't understand how these people were alive taking a full brownie. I don't understand. Granted, I don't consume the marijuana very often. As I stated earlier, I really can't. But man, oh man, did that... I was like, I'm ready to go to bed. Joke's on you. You're never sleeping again. You know what woke me up? So I have a Fitbit. And I was having a nightmare that led into a panic attack that woke me up. And the only reason it woke me up is because my Fitbit started vibrating, warning me, hey, your heart rate is too high. In the middle of the night. While I was sleeping. My heart rate was at like 160. And I'm like, oh, I'm not just high, I am unwell. This is a problem now. And I have physical evidence in the real world, aka my Fitbit, allowing me to see that I am not well, which induced an even more powerful panic attack, which was great. And I had to ride that shit out for like 4 hours. Yeah, I was expecting to have half of a marijuana. I was like, I'm like, I would like 1/2 of a marijuana, please, so I can go to bed. And they're like, how about 25? There's 25 smackaroos of black tar heroin straight to your brain. So long story short, kids, just do crack or something. At least when you do crack, you know it's bad. This isn't even my final form. True. No, dude, that panic attack hit me like it was a fucking MMORPG. Like, it was just like, oh, there's still more content? Wow, that's crazy. I feel like I've been riding this shit out for like a long time, but no, I guess there's more content. Oh, there's post-game content now? They added that? Is this new? Wow, this panic attack goes crazy. This panic attack gonna win game of the year, I swear to God. I got hit with the DLC panic attack. It was crazy. So yeah, just smoke crack like adults, I guess. Weed is for children. Panic attack battle pass. Bro, I had to feel like, bro, I'm trying to finish the battle pass before the season's over. Oh my fucking God, dude. Use Axe Armor at GDQ versus Aquadon? That would be funny. But I feel like people wouldn't get the joke, necessarily. I mean, it is cool. I'd have to start the game with Axe Armor, though.